Do you feel that one?
Yes.
So I know you said pain is on the left side.
Yeah.
Okay. So you're feeling it both on the neck and the shoulders.
Mm-hmm. Yes.
How far down the shoulder do you feel the pain?
From here to
Mhm.
just here.
To the back here?
Yeah, where like swelling already.
Yeah.
I can feel.
And you feel it right up onto the side all the way through here?
Yes.
Okay. And then the back here, you also feel it down. How far on the lower back do you feel it? Right
Like
onto
the
that
sciatic
glute area?
nerve part.
Mhm. And do you get it down the leg, or is it just right into that glute there?
On this side to here.
Uh-huh. And it goes just to about the knee?
Yes.
Okay. Because this has been going on, the neck pain and the shoulder pain, how long has that been going on for?
2016.
2016, so for
Yeah.
4 years or so?
Yeah.
Alright, so starting from the bottom, we're going to go and scan your spine here. And you get a little bit of stress there. Yeah. So you're getting it right there. Interesting. The initial trauma oftentimes comes from when we're very young, like, you know, when we're kids and stuff. And
I believe that when I was young, from like a countertop, I fell.
oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh, wow. We do have some stress right down in here. Here's the L5 joint. And then here's your left SI joint. Is that sore right there?
Yeah.
The upper joint,
Yes.
middle, and then lower. More so on the upper joint?
Yes.
Okay. So which is the worst of the two? So here's your L5. Then here's your upper left joint. Is that the worst one on the left, or is it the L5?
No.
L5?
The left.
Right there.
Right.
Okay. Here's T8, 9, T8, T7. Any soreness on those?
7.
7 a bit more? Yeah. There's a lot of swelling in that area. We actually have some stress to the upper middle part of your neck here. So here is C2, 3, C2, C3. Any soreness there?
3.
3?
Yes.
And then 2. More on 3 right there?
Yes.
What about the upper part of your neck here? So is the upper left and the right. How's the left side doing? Any soreness there?
Yes.
Yeah. Okay. You get headaches as well?
Before a lot,
Uh-huh.
but lately not.
Not as much.
It stops. Yeah.
Okay. So you have a C3 problem, and then you have a C1 problem, which is the very upper bone in the neck here.
Mhm.
So right over here, you feel soreness with that?
Yes.
Yeah. So I can tell that doesn't move very well. And when that becomes an issue, that will cause some of that shoulder pain. But one of the things, depending on how long it's been, it can translate some other issues down below, which is why that C3, that's very sore right there.
Yes.
So both of them are probably going to be an issue. But which one is the primary is what I'm trying to figure out. Like, oftentimes one is causing the other. Okay. Yeah, we might be starting with your upper neck here. Oh, that does not move very much that way. Moves much better this way, but it gets really stuck right
Yes.
over here. Okay. Yeah, so the one that we're going to be working on here, so the C1 is the very top bone in your neck here. So you can tell it's basically, it's scooping up like this, and that's what happens when it misaligns. It will scoop forward and then up. So it's called an AS atlas here. Now on the left side, it's wedging this way, so that means that your neck, it's going this way. Okay, so that's why there's a lot of stress when it goes this way. That capsule gets really swollen, and you get a lot of tension and tightness down the neck into the shoulder here. We do have an issue on C3 as well, but from what I'm looking at and how your body's feeling, I think that C1 is going to be the first one we're going to work on today. Okay. And then on that lower back, you have a problem on that L5 here. But what we're looking at here is that ilium on your pelvis. that's inflamed up on that top joint. So when that pelvis actually shifts and drops down like that, you're going to get some inflammation on the upper joint here. So that ligament that pulls and it gets pulled tightly, you'll get that pain up onto the top. So we're going to work on that one on your left side. Get that to move as well as that upper neck here. We're going to see how that does with the T7, but I think those are the two I want to start with today.
Okay.
Let's see if I can get a little bit more. And then we'll move down to your lower back, and then we might see what we need to do about that neck here. So just a little bit. There you go. Drop that shoulder. Good. All right. Do you feel that one?
Yes.
Come on up. Right this way. There you go. Okay. So once we get movement in that joint, what I want to do is start to pump out some of the inflammation. So later on, your homework's going to be a lot of walking, just so we can get some of the inflammation out, okay? All right, so with this one, what we're going to do is just relax in the shoulders here. Good. So you're just going to take a deep breath for me and let it all the way out. Just going to give a little bit of a test push here. Let it go. How's your neck? How's your jaw? Are you feeling okay?
Yes.
Okay. So I want to give a bit more of a push. And just again, deep breath for me. All the way out. Let it go. Good. One more time. Deep breath. All the way out. Good. Good. Yeah, that cleared up a lot. Now, oftentimes what happens is when you have an upper neck issue, that needle just flings over to that one side. So it'll basically fling over to that left side.
Okay.
But once we can get pressure off of there, so basically we call that cord pressure because that brain sends energy down into your spinal cord. When there's stress up onto the top, it almost creates a lot of tension on one side of the body, and it'll create that heat wave to go one side.
Okay.
So when we release that pressure, oftentimes that needle will start to go straighter into the center. And that's exactly what we're seeing for you. So that's really good. I think that's going to be a really good start for you today. Yeah, that's looking way better. Let me take a look at that T7, see if we're going to adjust that, or if we're going to leave you with, no, there's still a little bit of stress there. Yeah, right there. So we're going to work on that T7. Let me take a look at that lower back. And deep breath for me. All the way out. Let it go. Drop. There it is. Swinging the arms for me this time because I want to get that mid-back moving. Look straight ahead for me. There you go. Good. How's that feeling?
Feels good.
Yeah?
Yeah,
Good.
I can feel it.
Nice. Oh, that's really good. That's a really good start for today. So that's doing good. So what we did today, we did that left pelvis, that T7, and then we did that upper neck, which is that atlas over there. We did some work today. So again, we did that left pelvis over here. And what happens is this, like I said before, when your pelvis, it drops down like that, you're going to get a lot of that inflammation over here. And that can create some of the pain down into the leg here. But what oftentimes will happen is when you have irritation here where it drops down, it can aggravate the lower back. So sometimes people think, well, it's my lower back, that's the problem. But oftentimes we're going to find it's the pelvis.
I always say it's the lower back.
Yeah.
That's right.
And I mean, it's true. I mean, it's still part of your lower back, but oftentimes we're going to see that this is the biggest contributor, is the foundation of the spine, which is your pelvis. And just like we talked about before, when your pelvis, it's unleveled, it's going to create just like a solid foundation. If it's unlevel on the foundation, the entire structure is going to be off. So that lower part of the pelvis can affect the rest of the spine. So we might need to work on that later on, but today we worked on your pelvis, okay? And again, your T7 was this one here where it shifts out this way and then it tries to come back. We're going to try to straighten that out a little bit more, okay? And then the last one that we did was your atlas. Yeah, and this is the problem that a lot of times, again, it's the very first bone in your neck. When that spine, it will shift and it will lift up and elevate on that left side. That nerve goes right underneath it, so that can create a lot of that stress with the muscles that go around that side. So when patients have a lot of that pain that goes all the way up from here over to the shoulder, that's where you're going to start to see a lot of the tension, the tightness, and a lot of the achiness. And even sometimes we can see shoulder problems start to come from it because your shoulder kind of comes up like that. So if we can get that to stabilize, it will relax that shoulder down and it'll provide a lot more tension relief on that neck here. Okay, so let's see how that does. So that's going to be it for today.
Okay.
How are you feeling right now?
Feels good.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Good. Okay, good. Any questions for me?
No.
Okay. Well, I'm glad that you're here. Bringing
Thank
us
you.
some great results. We'll see how things do from here, okay?
Okay.
All right.